Good afternoon and welcome to Camnet TV Media News. I am Precious Mzea. Sakaleji, the headlines. UPND KABWATA Ward 6 Councillor BWALYA CHISHALA cited for illegal land allocation. Abandoned building in CHIBOLYA compound turns into dump site for dead people. Join me with the details after this commercial.
Team, the trajectory of the business looks very positive, and it looks like we'll be able to launch the ministry.
There's so much data.
Mom?
Yes, baby?
It says here, global warming and climate change is caused by the pollution from careless activities of human beings.
Wow!
Son, do you know I can turn my phone into a TV remote?
How's that possible?
It's so easy. Check this out.
Be smart, be fast with mega data from Zamtel. Get your 15 GB mobile data for only 100 kwacha, 30 GB mobile data for only 200 kwacha, and your 70 GB LTE data bundle with free Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Visit our Facebook page, website, or service centers countrywide for more information. Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
And other media news in detail. Goodwill Ambassador for Persons with Disabilities Elijah Ngwale has called for skills centers for persons with disabilities, which were established in the 1980s and 1990s, to be revamped as one way of empowering this group of people with skills. In an interview, Mr. Ngwale notes that this will make the process of empowering persons with disabilities and skills development using constituency development fund easier, unlike putting up new structures. He says these only need machinery, as there are a number of them across the country.
They must come up with a crushing program which is going to resuscitate, rejuvenate, and revamp all these centers, including but not limited to National Vocational Rehabilitation Center in Ndola, Kangonga, Kambowa, Mtongolo, Fisenge, Masaiti on the Copper Belt, Kazembe in Wapula, and Luminu. Let all these centers be resuscitated so that they begin providing skills to persons with disabilities. We don't have to look for other infrastructure. We have this infrastructure quite all right. Only then shall CDF be accessible, acceptable, affordable, available, and viable to us persons with disabilities.
Alleged United Party for National Development UPND members have gathered in KABWATA to clarify rumors that a named councillor in KABWATA has been illegally dashing out land to UPND cadres. In an interview with Camnet News Monday, KABWATA Ward 6 Councillor BWALYA CHISHALA accepts giving land to traders as a temporary measure before finding a lasting solution. The civic leader has defended himself, saying that the said land in question was duly granted by the Lusaka City Council for use in setting up temporary trading structures for residents in KABWATA.
Tempers flared in Lusaka's KABWATA constituency, where some alleged United Party for National Development members have been accused of illegally sharing council land in KABWATA without proper documentation. Speaking to Camnet TV, KABWATA Ward 6 Councillor BWALYA CHISHALA has refuted claims of criminality, saying that it is not possible for one to sell off a 2-meter piece of land at 50,000 kwacha, like has been alleged on social media. The councillor says the land in question was given by the Lusaka City Council to be used as a temporary trading space for KABWATA residents.
So, I would like to state here clearly that there is no piece of land that has been sold. What is going on is that they are residents of KABWATA, and they've taken advantage of the fact that the new Dawn government is going to provide them with empowerment. So what it is that KABWATA doesn't have enough space. The market is full. So this space has been identified for them to put up temporary structures. So as area councillor, I'm concerned also to say, because one, if these spaces are left like this, there's been a lot of violence in terms of criminality. Also, you go the other side, you find that they've turned them into dump sites. So I'm looking at the bigger picture here. Do our people benefit, or we leave the space as it is?
And speaking to this reporter, Monday, A UPND member, Barnabas Mwananzale, has added his voice.
50,000 is the one who is wamenaononga chipani. As we are not here, kuononga chipani yai. We are here to help the people so that empowerment. They have somewhere where to do. We are not here permanent. We'll be here temporal. If they want to use this space for anything else, they will remove everyone here. Honestly speaking, can you post on the media, being a councillor, a normal person who represents a lot of millions of people, to go and post on the media to say this part and this part is 50,000? That doesn't make sense.
And KABWATA Ward 6 chairperson Michelo Mudenda has urged Patriotic Farm members to desist from stirring unnecessary tension as the UPND administration is not involved in any illegal activities.
To fight one member maybe beat anyone. We are free kutoka kusaini tabwera pano tankara kulipa mtameta menyapo. So I'm even surprised that it's all over media. No, by UPND they are selling lands there. 5,000. That's a blue line. You guys, Kuromena Kurisa 5,000. It's free. It's just free because
meanwhile, police has apprehended 19 people who are found demarcating land in KABWATA for offense of criminal trespassing.
Police in Lusaka have apprehended 19 people who were found demarcating land in ZESCO high voltage power lines in KABWATA site and service. The suspects, who include 3 females and an 80-year-old man, have all been charged with the offense of criminal trespass. Police who rushed to the scene after a tip-off from members of the public rounded up the suspects around 14 hours in KABWATA site and service.
In the recent general elections, the former ruling party scored 1.8 million votes, while the ruling United Party for National Development poured 2.8 million votes, a difference of 1 million, clearly indicating a strong voice for change. Now the question is, are Zambians really seeing this change? Messi Chanika reporting for Camnet TV News.
Bus fares are expected to be adjusted upwards this week following the increase in fuel pump prices as announced by the Energy Regulation Board on the 30th of June 2022. This is according to a statement issued to Camnet TV by Road Transport and Safety Agency Head of Public Relations Frederick Muwanga, who revealed that the agency RATSA and bus operators have concluded in a consultative meeting to consider the proposed adjustment in bus fares. Mr. Mwanga, however, says the proposed adjustments in bus fares will be effective after approved by all concerned stakeholders, including the Ministry of Transport and Logistics. The Energy Regulation Board increased the fuel pump prices by 1 kwacha 0.8 ngwe per litre for petrol and 2 kwacha 0.37 ngwe per litre for diesel, with effects from 1st July 2022.
The Road Transport and Safety Agency, RTSA, has considered the request for variation of bus fares by the Bus and Taxi Owners Association of Zambia following the increase in the fuel pump price. However, we wish to state that the new bus fares will only be announced in the course of the week after we seek approval from all concerned stakeholders, including the Ministry of Transport and Logistics. Therefore, we wish to put it clear that the new bus fares will only be effected after the announcement from the Road Transport and Safety Agency is made.
An unidentified man aged between 25 and 30 has been discovered dead in an abandoned building in the CHIBOLYA compound near Mobile Market. Residents of the area have called for immediate demolition of the building, stating that this has become a place where rape, murder and the dumping of dead bodies takes place. Meanwhile, Harry Mwanga Nkumbula Ward 12 Councillor Mr. Aaron Mwanza says police security will be provided at the building by next week as the building cannot yet be demolished, explaining that matters concerning the land on which the building is sitting on are currently in court.
I'm here in New CHIBOLYA compound of Lusaka, and behind me is a building commonly known as Mutakulwa. Now, according to the residents here, this building has actually become a target which is used for many vices such as rape, murder, and the dumping of dead bodies. And so this morning of 4th July on Monday, the residents actually notified Camnet TV stating that the body of a man who has not been identified but is suspected to be between 25 and 30 was found here in this building. And so here are the views from the residents who actually want the building to be demolished.
Toka ku market kuseni tapeza abana basobera apa ndiye kukamba ti muli chitumbi umu muli chitumbi so ndiye wamete standera bazimaite nze batatu tangenamo tapeza muntu nuwokufa achitasu so ndiye wamete ndera kuchita report ku polisi na kubauza ati kuli muntu afera mu chinyumba umu ndiye wamete bwerera na beve wa polisi ndiye wamene wampezera wamudobera uyo muntu
palero fya chitika basango muntu wafumu ero terero fyamba kale fyamba kale jonse baratora mu abantu abafumu nomba chachiramu. So I think ichefa ikafiba chitobe.
Yes. Building nda pashiramo bantu bambiri bachairapo magara. Na magara futi na rape case futi wakazi benangu tapeza ati munyumba. Peza kati wakachoka kukapena ngutari uko waburo mutaira umufuti muri chechi chipiti. Mwaona? Ora futi peza kati mukazi unangu akamukira futi waburo mulepingira mwameno mfuti bagayi. Seve chifuna kwa chati boma yanganepo pari building.
So ngati wachifunsiza vachipwanje vachipazi tichipwayindise kasi timvera munje monga mugazi amwari mungalero apa ni muntu wakaere mwaona peza chamwari mwaona chaka ero wantu wakanza ndise fitampa so at least ndise vakuno wakanza basa was expected ndise so at least vachipwanje vachichosepo chintu mwazi.
They further explained that one cannot pass here past 18:30 hours because they will be attacked by community gangs commonly known as junkies.
Majanki achitaova vachitoimirira pamene pa 19 hours isipita.
Meanwhile, Camnet TV took a step further and talked to the owner of the building, Miss Ruth Piri, who has explained that this building was actually started by her late husband, but then the family failed to complete the building following his death.
Over the building, my husband died some 2.5 years ago. It's a building permanent nankala pants wa family. Kwenye makwarozi so hapa tunaenda na court. We are planning to sell that building. Ero yo ya mene lero ndiye pamene na dabwati mwapezeka muntu wakufa. Kaya ngatafinga tiba mupaira mwamene mujolo bamutaira mocha bela ya I don't know because si mankala kuna na ine ni.
She explains that the matter is currently in court and so they cannot demolish the building as the land is not yet fully in their hands because the court procedures have not yet been concluded. But she explains that as soon as the court procedures are completed, this building will be demolished. The residents, however, say they cannot wait that long and would like action immediately. Now, Camnet TV has been carrying a number of stories where a number of communities have incomplete buildings, and these have actually been seen to be used for illicit activities by criminals. We further reached out to the area councillor, Mr. Aaron Mwanza, and this is what he had to say.
So we are planning to get maybe those containers to be mounted here, so that the police officers can be guarding this place as we are waiting for demolishing of this area, and also so we'll do that next week. So we want to work with the WD so by next week we bring a container here.
Now, the Department of City Planning at the Lusaka City Council has been conducting an audit of such buildings to have them either sold off in the event that their owner is recognized, and in the case that the owner is not known, for them to be demolished. Security has been one of the major concerns in the face of communities that have such buildings. Zipora Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
Well, that news item brings us to the end of Camnet TV Media News, but before we go, here are the headlines once again. UPND KABWATA Ward 6 Councillor CHISHALA cited for illegal land allocation. Abandoned building in CHIBOLYA compound turns into a dump site for dead people. Thank you for watching. I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Happy Unity Day. Good afternoon.